welcome back to my channel. I'm just going through my collection and trying to, you know, everybody does like a, not everybody, some people do, you know, their shop my stash or whatever. I'm going to kind of try to do that a little bit and just talk about some things that are sitting out on my vanity. I'm pretty sure I pulled out everything in my drawer that relates to concealers. It's not a lot by any means compared to so many YouTubers, and you know, I'm aware of that, and I don't need, you know, 30 concealers. I love to try new products. I just don't feel like I need to buy, you know, 20 concealers at a time, because there's no way that I will be able to use those. And if they're sent in PR and I try them out, I like them, I'll use them, and maybe some other ones would be cycled out. And then if I didn't like it, I would either do a giveaway or, you know, just do a donation, you know, or something like that. But I am personally not the person that can keep tons and tons of stuff in my collection, and honestly the way that my room is right now is giving me severe anxiety. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I have melasma, so I have my darkest and troublesome spots not under my eyes but right here. I've got some spots of melasma on my cheeks. I've got a couple of sunspots on both sides of my face, just some spots to cover. So I think I've only done one very dedicated video to concealer, and that is the Shape Tape. And so I want to talk about that because I'm going to be really honest with you guys. This is the same dang tube. I'm going to open it. It's so gross right now. I took the stopper out, okay, thinking, because I'm just that way. This is a $27, okay, $30 concealer with shipping, and I love this concealer, but I can't use this up before it goes bad. But this, honestly, you guys, now how long ago did I do that video? Let me look. A year ago, give or take. It is good. It's good. I'm not gonna buy this because I can't use the same concealer for a year, and I still have enough product in here to go for I don't even know how long, because I took the stopper out and then I added a few drops of glycerin to this, and it's still most certainly full enough coverage for me, because like I said, I don't have dark circles, and I don't want anything super heavy right up by my eyes. Now when I first bought this, I did put it everywhere, and I can, and it's fine, but I just, you know, I've chosen, especially in the summer, not to have anything right up by my eyelash line. The new Too Faced concealer came out, and it's even like more product than this Shape Tape, and so I don't think I'm gonna buy that, even though I'm very curious to see what it's like, because I don't need concealer to last me for years, you know what I mean? And I don't know how, I know a lot of younger YouTubers go through it quicker, and that's how little I need. I just can't go through that. So unless I get PR on the new Too Faced, then that one's out for me. Okay, we talked about the who can say that? Who can say Tarte Shape Tape without getting tongue twisted and saying Shart? Like who? Nobody. Then I have 3 of mine are the LA Pro concealer, and I really like this, you guys. Honestly, this would be what I probably will repurchase. Maybe. I mean, I'm happy to have tried it. I'm really pleased with this for the money and the formula. I have the shade Natural. I should tell you that because this is really hard to find a correct shade in, and I'll put some on the back of my hand for you because this is a real difficult one, you guys. Natural is my shade though, and I'm medium skin tone, so isn't that pretty? Look how pretty this color is. And it blends in so nice. I love this. So you don't need a little, just a little bit is all I need. I love this. And then I also got the shade in LA Girl Pro Conceal in Peach for the Peach Corrector. And I'm busting this out because I have also the shade in the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealers. The shade Medium Peach, and so I love this. I think this is a really good one. I did a video on Wet n Wild when it came out at the drugstore, the new foundation, the concealer, and the powder. I'll toss that up in the cards for you. And I just want to talk to you guys about makeup and realities of makeup, you guys, today, because, okay, this one is still going. And this is my Peach. I'm gonna open this one because this one is literally like scraping, and so I want to see what this one is like in Peach. So let's look together. Whoa, Nelly, that's Peach. Can you guys see that? Okay, that is actually going to be really nice. We got the Wet n Wild Medium Peach and then the LA Girl Corrector in Peach. I'm very curious to see how that plays on my face with my melasma spots and dark spots. You guys are always asking me, you know, I'm going to probably call this my best concealers for melasma because honestly, I don't buy anything without thinking about that. It's just, you know, if it's part of your life, then, you know, that's kind of how you are when you buy concealers. But if you don't know, if you don't mind that it's not going to match your under eyes right underneath the eyes, then go for something with a peach, always. Even if you've got to get two. Like, honestly, these are a few bucks at CVS. I hope you guys have these at your CVS. If not, I will put the LA Girl site in my description box if I remember, because it's well worth it. That is going to be your best friend for covering up severe melasma. Do it before foundation, and you shouldn't really need to do a whole lot after that if you're using a really good foundation. So, love this. We don't need, you know, 30 tubes of concealer, guys. We just don't. When I travel, I will take, usually, I try to take a small one, but in reality that doesn't always work. The only sample size one I have left is by Kat Von D. I do love this. I think this is a really nice formula. And this one is in Cool. I don't particularly love this shade, but I also had Warm, and it's kind of like, meh. I mean, it's, you know, really pretty, but let me just put it on the back of my hand. This was, I think maybe this is in one of my play boxes that I busted out. It's really, really peach for the, you know, I mean, this obviously doesn't match me, so this is not intended to be a corrector, but I use this on my melasma. That is really similar to like the Medium Peach by Wet n Wild. And then my favorites, my drugstore one that's still holding true, that I love so much, is Super Stay Better Skin with Acetyl C, and this is oil-free by Maybelline, shade Light. I love this. This does go right under my eyes. This is what I like in a concealer. It brightens up so pretty, and powder is really, really nice, and it's just very, very smooth. I would not say this is a full coverage concealer, but it does give some coverage. Now this is getting pretty darn empty, and still smells great, but it's not that old. And I feel like I'm using this in a reasonable amount of time. So like, what in the world do I need, you know, something to be this big for when this is all I'm really using? And anything bigger than this, I just can't even imagine. So last one I have is by Estee Lauder, and I wasn't a real fan of this when I got it, but I paid for this with my money, of course. because I'm not sponsored. You guys know that. And I just want to show you this one. This is in the shade Light. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and this is what I will be using with that better. I'm going to use this up, I guess, it's that same tone that I love. This is Estee Lauder Disappear Smoothing Creme Concealer. I'm not going to repurchase this. When this is gone and this, I'm going to use these up, okay, before I buy anything else, because you can only use so many makeup products at one time. And those are the only concealers that I have. So I would absolutely buy the Maybelline Rewind, and I probably will. I'd like to kind of, you know, switch it up and try different ones out. But, you know, those are what I'm using to cover my melasma, what works for me. I certainly do use the lighter ones right here in a very, very light application, just enough to just highlight that area. I like a brightened eye, but I don't want anything, you know, super cakey, greasy, heavy in that area. And then the more peach ones or the more full coverage ones in combination, I'll just put on my melasma and my spots, which aren't super bad right now because of a new sunscreen that I'm using, and that is in my Summer Essentials video, part 1. And I can toss that up in the cards for you. But really what spurred all that is this darn Shape Tape. I love this concealer, but Tarte put this in another kind of packaging that we can use it all, or, you know, give us another option, maybe a mini size. That, do they even do that? I'm not sure. Maybe a mini size. And I would buy that because the formula and the product is great, but it's going to go bad. I'm not going to get all my money's worth, and I don't like that. Those are all of my concealers. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And, you know, there they are, all placed in my everyday makeup drawer. And, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. If there's anything else that you'd like to see, please let me know. I want to say one more thing before I forget. Another really amazing concealer that I love, that I don't have right now, and that I would consider, and, you know, I actually might, you know, after these is done, I don't know, you know, one that I want, that I use, that I love, that I feel like I miss when I'm done right now with it, is the Bare Minerals Well Rested. And I know I've shown you that before in some of my other videos. It is just a teeny little pot of dry powder concealer, but it works amazing miracles underneath my eyes. It has no weight. It adds no heaviness to your eyes, no creasing, no nothing, and it just really adds that highlighted look without another layer underneath your eyes. And so that is definitely one I would consider again. I just wanted to toss that out there. I know that these Color Science ones are going around with SPF in them. That's phenomenal. Certainly would look into those. I've often said, why do we not put SPF in our concealer? Why do we not? Because we certainly need to protect this delicate under eye area. So I'm super happy to see those videos and know that that is happening. And yeah, so that's basically it. Those are what I would consider, what I'm loving, what I'm using, and what I'm a little bit confused about. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to wrap this up and move on to a different subject, but just wanted to toss this out there as I was getting some stuff in order, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.